Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Artificial Fluency Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Spencer. Emma, can I ask you something personal?
Of course. What's on your mind?
Do you ever look at yourself in the mirror and think, am I becoming the person I want to be?
Wow, Spencer. That's a deep question. And yes, I think about that all the time.
Really? So it's not just me?
Not at all. I think everyone asks themselves this question at some point. Am I someone I respect?
Exactly. And that's what we're talking about today, becoming someone you respect.
This is such an important topic because you can't really be happy if you don't respect yourself.
What do you mean?
Well, you spend every single day with yourself. You hear your own thoughts, you know your own actions. If you don't respect that person, life feels uncomfortable.
That makes sense. So self-respect is really important.
Absolutely. And today, we're going to explore what self-respect really means, how to build it, and how to become someone you're proud of.
I'm excited. And listeners, if you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us.
This episode is B1, B2 level. That means intermediate to upper intermediate. So we'll use some sophisticated vocabulary and explore deeper concepts.
But don't worry, we'll explain everything clearly. Let's begin.
Okay, Spencer, let's start with the basics. What is self-respect?
Respecting yourself? Liking yourself?
Those are part of it, but self-respect is deeper than just liking yourself. It's about honoring yourself.
Honoring? What does that mean?
To honor something means to treat it with dignity and value. When you honor yourself, you treat yourself like someone who matters.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Imagine you're exhausted, but someone asks you to help them with something. If you have self-respect, you might say, "I'm sorry, I need to rest right now."
But if you don't have self-respect?
You might say yes, even though you're exhausted. You ignore your own needs.
Oh, so self-respect is about valuing your own needs and boundaries.
Exactly. And here's something important. Self-respect is built through your actions, not just your thoughts.
What do you mean?
You can't just think, "I respect myself," while you constantly make choices that hurt you. Self-respect shows up in what you do.
Can you give more examples?
Sure. Self-respect might look like keeping promises you make to yourself, setting boundaries with people who drain you, speaking honestly instead of people-pleasing, or taking care of your health even when it's inconvenient.
So it's about aligning your actions with your values?
Perfect. Aligning means making things match. When your actions align with your values, that's when self-respect grows.
So if I value honesty, but I lie to avoid conflict, I'm out of alignment.
Exactly. And when you're out of alignment, you feel uncomfortable inside. There's a disconnect.
So self-respect comes from living in alignment with who you want to be?
Beautiful summary. And that's what we're going to explore today.
Spencer, let me ask you something. When do you think self-respect is built?
In big, important moments, like making major decisions?
That's what most people think, but actually, self-respect is built in the quiet moments that nobody sees.
The quiet moments?
Yes, think about it. When you wake up and choose to be gentle with yourself instead of harsh. When you admit you're tired instead of pretending you're fine. When you do the right thing even though no one is watching.
Oh, so it's not about the big dramatic changes.
Not usually. It's about the small, honest choices you make every single day.
Can you give me more examples?
Sure, maybe you make a mistake at work. Nobody knows about it. You could hide it, but instead, you admit it and fix it. That's self-respect.
Or maybe you promised yourself you'd exercise, and even though you're tired, you do 10 minutes anyway?
Exactly. Those quiet moments when you keep promises to yourself.
What about the opposite? What are the quiet moments that damage self-respect?
Great question. Maybe you say yes when you really want to say no. Or you stay silent when you want to speak up. Or you betray your own boundaries to make someone else comfortable.
Ouch. I've definitely done those things.
We all have. But here's the good news. You can always start building self-respect again.
So every moment is an opportunity?
Exactly. Every moment is a chance to ask yourself, does this action honor who I want to become?
That's powerful. So I can practice self-respect right now, in this moment.
Yes, and the more you practice in quiet moments, the stronger your self-respect becomes.
Now, let's talk about a key concept, alignment. We mentioned it earlier, but let's go deeper.
Okay. So alignment is when my actions match my values, right?
Exactly. Think of it like this. Your values are like a compass. They point to who you want to be.
And my actions?
Your actions are the direction you're actually walking. When they match, you're in alignment.
And when they don't match?
You feel that uncomfortable feeling inside, like something is wrong, even if you can't name it.
I know that feeling. It's like guilt or shame.
Yes, it's cognitive dissonance. That's when your thoughts and actions don't match.
Cognitive dissonance. That sounds complicated.
It just means mental discomfort from conflicting beliefs and behaviors. Your mind knows something is off.
Can you give a practical example?
Sure. Imagine you value health, but you eat junk food every day and never exercise. Your mind feels uncomfortable because there's a gap between your value, health, and your behavior, unhealthy habits.
And how does that relate to self-respect?
When you live out of alignment for too long, you start to lose respect for yourself. You know you're not being true to your own values.
So, to build self-respect, I need to close that gap?
Exactly. And here's the beautiful part. You can start closing the gap with tiny steps.
Like what?
If you value honesty, start being honest in small ways. If you value health, take one small step toward healthy habits. If you value creativity, spend 10 minutes creating something.
So, I don't have to suddenly become perfect, right?
No, you just need to take small actions that reflect your values. Each small action builds alignment, and alignment builds self-respect.
What if I don't even know what my values are?
Great question. You can ask yourself, what qualities do I admire in other people? What would I want people to remember about me? What feels deeply right to me, even if it's hard?
So, I can discover my values by paying attention to what matters to me.
Exactly. And once you know your values, you can start living them little by little.
Emma, before we continue, can I share something with our listeners?
Of course.
You know, by listening to this podcast right now, you're doing something really valuable.
What do you mean?
You're investing in yourself. You're learning English, but you're also learning about life, growth, and self-respect.
That's true. This is self-care.
Exactly. And we want to keep creating these episodes for you. So here's what we need. We upload new videos to our channel every week for you to learn and grow. Don't forget to support us so we can continue doing this. You can help us see our channel in front of more people by subscribing, becoming a member, liking and commenting on each of our videos. Please don't forget to do these.
Thank you so much for your support. It means everything. Now, let's continue our conversation. Spencer, there's something important we need to talk about. Sometimes becoming someone you respect means letting go of who you used to be.
Letting go? That sounds hard.
It can be, because we get attached to our old selves, even when they're not serving us anymore.
Can you explain more?
Sure. Think about it. Maybe there's a version of you that apologizes too quickly, or agrees too easily, or stays silent to keep the peace.
Oh, I definitely have that version of me.
We all do. And that version once protected you. Maybe it kept you safe when you were younger.
So it wasn't bad?
No, it served a purpose. But maybe now you don't need it anymore. Maybe now it's actually making you smaller.
Making me smaller? What does that mean?
It means you're shrinking yourself. You're taking up less space, speaking less, needing less, just to avoid conflict or rejection.
That's sad, but also very relatable.
I know. And the moment you become aware of this shrinking is the moment something new can begin.
So awareness is the first step.
Exactly. You start noticing, oh, I just apologized for something that wasn't my fault. Or I just said yes when I really meant no.
And then what?
Then, little by little, you start making different choices. You say no once. You speak up once. You stop apologizing for existing.
Does it feel scary?
Usually, yes, because you're breaking an old pattern. Your body might feel guilty or anxious at first.
So how do I know if I should keep going?
Ask yourself, does this new choice honor the person I want to become? If yes, keep going. The discomfort is just your old self resisting change.
So letting go isn't about becoming a different person. It's about becoming more yourself.
Beautifully said. It's about releasing the versions of yourself that were never truly you. Now, let's talk about something challenging, making hard choices.
Oh no, I don't like hard choices.
Nobody does. But here's the truth. Self-respect grows when you make the hard choice instead of the easy one.
Can you explain what you mean?
Sure, there's often a gap between what feels right and what feels easy, and that gap is where self-respect is built.
Can you give examples?
Of course, the easy choice is staying silent when you disagree. The hard choice is speaking up respectfully.
The easy choice is saying yes to avoid conflict. The hard choice is saying no to protect your energy.
Exactly. The easy choice is staying in a situation that hurts you. The hard choice is walking away, even when you don't know what's next.
Why are the hard choices so hard?
Because they often involve short-term discomfort. They might disappoint someone, or create awkwardness, or make you feel vulnerable.
But what about long term?
Long-term, the hard choices create peace. They create alignment. They create self-respect.
So it's like short-term pain for long-term gain?
Exactly. And here's something important. Making the hard choice doesn't mean you feel confident.
Really? I thought confident people make hard choices easily.
No, even confident people feel scared. The difference is they do it anyway.
So courage isn't the absence of fear?
Right. Courage is feeling the fear and taking action anyway. It's having shaking hands and a fast heartbeat, but still saying what needs to be said.
That's comforting. So I don't have to wait until I feel brave?
Nope. You can feel terrified and still make the choice that honors you. And each time you do, your self-respect grows stronger.
What if I make the wrong choice?
Here's the beautiful truth. There's no perfect choice, but choosing in alignment with your values is rarely wrong.
So I should trust my inner compass?
Exactly. And even if things don't go perfectly, you'll still respect yourself for trying. Spencer, I want to talk about something fundamental: honesty.
Honesty, like not lying?
That's part of it, but I'm talking about a deeper kind of honesty. Honesty with yourself.
What's the difference?
Well, you might not lie to others, but do you lie to yourself? Do you pretend you're fine when you're not? Do you ignore your feelings? Do you hide from uncomfortable truths?
Oh, I do that sometimes.
We all do, but self-respect requires radical self-honesty.
Radical self-honesty, that sounds intense.
It just means being completely truthful with yourself, even when it's uncomfortable.
Can you give examples?
Sure. Maybe you're staying in a job you hate because you're scared to try something new. Radical honesty means admitting, I'm staying because I'm afraid, not because this is right for me.
That's uncomfortable.
It is. Or maybe you're in a relationship that doesn't feel good, but you stay because you don't want to be alone. Honesty means admitting, I'm choosing comfort over truth.
Why is this kind of honesty important for self-respect?
Because you can't respect someone who's constantly lying. And if you lie to yourself, how can you trust yourself?
That's true. So honesty builds self-trust.
Exactly. When you're honest with yourself, you start to trust your own judgment. You know you're not hiding from reality.
But what if the truth is painful?
It often is. But here's the thing. Pain from truth is clean. It hurts, but it's real and it can heal. Pain from lies is confusing and ongoing because you're constantly avoiding reality.
So it's better to face the truth even if it hurts.
Yes, because once you face it honestly, you can work with it. You can make real changes.
What if I don't like what I see when I'm honest with myself?
That's okay. Self-honesty doesn't mean self-judgment. You can acknowledge the truth with compassion.
How do I do that?
Instead of saying, I'm terrible for feeling this way, you say, this is what I'm feeling, and that's okay. Now, what do I need?
So honesty plus kindness.
Exactly. That combination is powerful for building self-respect. Okay, Spencer, we've used a lot of sophisticated vocabulary today. Let's review the key terms.
Great idea. Let's start with self-respect.
Self-respect is the feeling of dignity and value you have for yourself. Example, building self-respect takes time and consistent action.
Next, honor.
To honor something means to treat it with dignity and value. Example, I honor myself by keeping promises I make to myself.
What about alignment?
Alignment is when things match or work together. When your actions align with your values, there's harmony. Example, I feel good when my life is in alignment with my beliefs.
And cognitive dissonance?
Cognitive dissonance is mental discomfort from holding conflicting thoughts or behaviors. Example, I experienced cognitive dissonance when I said I valued health but ate junk food daily.
Next word, shrinking.
Shrinking in this context means making yourself smaller, taking up less space, speaking less, needing less. Example, I realized I was shrinking myself to avoid conflict.
What about boundary?
A boundary is a limit you set to protect yourself. Example, I set a boundary by saying no to extra work when I'm exhausted.
And radical?
Radical means extreme or going to the root of something.
Radical honesty means complete, thorough honesty. Example, radical self-honesty helped me see what I was avoiding.
Next, compassion.
Compassion is kindness and understanding, especially towards suffering. Example, I treated myself with compassion after making a mistake.
What about discomfort?
Discomfort is a feeling of unease or mild pain, not severe, but noticeable. Example, growth often requires discomfort.
And courage.
Courage is the ability to do something even when you're afraid. Example, it took courage to speak up in that meeting.
Last one, integrity.
Integrity is being honest and having strong moral principles. It's about wholeness and consistency. Example, living with integrity means my actions match my values.
These are powerful words for talking about self-respect.
They really are, and using them helps you think more deeply about these concepts. Spencer, let's talk about something beautiful. The feeling of becoming someone you respect.
What does that feel like?
It's a quiet pride. It's not loud or arrogant. It's just a calm knowing that you're becoming someone you can trust.
Can you describe it more?
Sure. It's waking up and feeling okay with who you are. Not perfect, but honest. It's knowing that you're trying even when it's hard.
Do you feel this way?
Some days, yes. Some days I still struggle. But more and more, I feel aligned with myself.
What changed for you?
I stopped waiting to feel perfect before respecting myself. I realized self-respect isn't about being flawless. It's about being authentic.
Authentic.
Authentic means real and genuine. Not pretending, not performing, just being truly yourself.
That sounds freeing.
It is. When you stop trying to be perfect and just try to be real, you actually start respecting yourself more.
Because you're being honest.
Exactly. And when you're honest, you can trust yourself. And trust is the foundation of respect.
What would you say to someone who doesn't respect themselves right now?
I would say, you're not broken. You're just out of alignment. And alignment can return, one small choice at a time.
One small choice at a time.
Yes, you don't have to transform overnight. Just start making choices that honor who you want to become.
And eventually, you wake up and realize you've become someone you respect.
Exactly. Not perfect, but proud. Not flawless, but authentic. And that feeling is worth every hard choice you made. Spencer, we've covered so much today. Let's review the main ideas.
Yes. First, self-respect is built through your actions, not just your thoughts.
Second, the quiet moments nobody sees are where self-respect grows.
Third, alignment between values and actions creates self-respect.
Fourth, sometimes you need to let go of who you were to become who you want to be.
Fifth, the hard choices are often the ones that build the most respect.
And sixth, radical self-honesty with compassion is essential.
So, listeners, here's your reflection question.
What's one small action you can take today that honors the person you want to become?
Maybe it's setting a boundary. Maybe it's being honest about something.
Maybe it's keeping a promise to yourself.
Whatever it is, share it in the comments. We'll read every one.
And if you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us.
Remember, you don't become someone you respect by being perfect.
You become someone you respect by being honest, aligned, and brave.
Small choices, repeated with intention, create someone you're proud to be. This is Spencer.
And this is Emma.
And you've been listening to the Artificial Fluency Podcast.
Honor yourself.
Choose alignment.
Become someone you respect.
Bye, everyone.